What's going on YouTube? Steven the Salon Guy here. In today's video, I'm going to show you some styling tips on how to style your hair while it's growing out, all right? So first things first, I do want to remind you guys that I do have a new show on my YouTube channel called Head to Head, and it's something new, it's something very creative, something I'm very passionate about, and it's literally a one-on-one barber battle where you guys get to vote for the winner. So you got to check it out, man. And episode 4 just went live yesterday because today is Saturday, but last night. So voting goes for about 3 days, Monday till midnight. But check it out, man. These guys are really talented. I want to take this national. You never know what's going to happen with this, but just check it out, man. It's really, really cool. So let's get back to the video. So when it comes to growing out your hair, I get so many questions from people saying stuff like, how long does my hair have to be to look like this? How long does my hair have to be to look like that? I have no idea. Basically, however your hair is, like however it takes or however long it takes to get to that point, then there it is. You know what I mean? I don't know how fast your hair grows. I don't know how long your hair is. But if you keep trying and trying and growing it until it gets to that point, well, guess what? There it is. You know what I mean? And not to sound like, you know, that's common sense, but it's just like, you know, how long is my hair, like when's my hair gonna look like this? I don't know, dude. You know what I mean? So my best advice is grow it. Grow it until it gets to that stage. So since we're talking about longer hair, this is like a total hipster mannequin right here, man. So what we're going to do is kind of show you some looks and things you can do with longer hair like this, because I do get a lot of, you know, people asking me like, oh, how long does my hair have to be to put up in like a little man bun or a little twist? I'm like, I don't know, as long as it, you know, if your hair's long enough to put it up and that's like this, then it's long enough. If you can't do it, it's not long enough yet. So just keep growing it. Just be patient. It'll get to that stage. Let's take a look at the length on this mannequin in particular here. So this mannequin, the hair is pretty long, as you can see in through here. So it's probably about 8 inches or 9 inches. So it goes definitely to like the chin. All right, so we definitely have some good length on here. And the same thing throughout the sides, okay? So it's pretty well balanced throughout the top, the back, and the sides, all right? So what we need to do is to figure out, first of all, the best way you can figure out if your hair is long enough to put in a ponytail, well, literally is to try to get it into a ponytail. And if you can only do like a half ponytail here, that means it's not long enough in the bottom. If you're trying to do kind of like a lower ponytail and you have like, you know, an elastic or something like that, and if you pull all this back and you go to put it in a ponytail right here, and you take the elastic and you run it through, right? You loop it one time, you hold on to the hair, and you try to loop it one more other time, and there we go. You can try to get one more loop in there, but it's not gonna work. So if you can do that, right, then your hair is long enough, even throughout the back. And if you have hairs that are coming down here throughout the bottom half like this, you know, screw it, it's fine. Make it, you know, look a little more natural like this. So pull some hairs down like that. So there you go. It looks fairly natural. It looks a lot more masculine, and, you know, but the key is, it's really just common sense. Like, if your hair goes into a ponytail, dude, you're there. But the problem is, if it doesn't go into a ponytail and you're pulling it back like this, and you've got all these hairs on top that are falling down, it's not long enough yet. Just be patient and keep growing. So I guess, you know, another thing that I get questions about all the time is kind of like the man bun look throughout the top here. So there's a few different ways and a few different things you can go about doing. So if you take your hands, right, and anytime you rake your hair with your hands, because your hand is acting like a rake, you see how wide that separation is in through here? Okay, because of your fingers are a lot wider than a comb. So you're gonna get some serious separation in through here. So one, you can use your fingers as kind of your comb, and you can use that to kind of separate everything. And this little sucker right here, this pinky, is gonna be your best friend, because this, believe it or not, is like the best tool for sectioning. Even if you're like a stylist, man, or if you're new and you haven't like discovered your pinky yet, your pinky is like the best tool, I swear to gosh, for sectioning. What you need to do is you need to rake it all back with your fingers and, you know, see how much length you have on top. If you can put your hair into a little kind of knot like that, then you're off to you're on the right track. So we're gonna pull the hair through like this, we're gonna loop it around, and then here is where it looks a little bit more of like a man bun like this or something a little bit different. When we don't pull the ponytail through all the way, we just kind of create a little bit of like a loop, all right? And here's what that looks like. So still looks kind of cool, still looks a bit different, all right? And it's something that, I get a lot of questions from people saying to me like, oh, can I wear, or how do I get my hair to look like this? Or how do I get my hair to look like that? If you want to go for a little bit of a tighter knot or a loop, again, you just pull it through like this, and then you just don't pull it through the whole way. And there's a little bit of a knot right there, okay? So if you want to do a full ponytail, just go for it. Just go like that. You can even like work the hair in and spread out a bit so it's a little bit flatter to the head, not so obvious. It all really depends on you. If you want one like right on the very top of your head, it really just comes down to how long the hair is. And if you're not there yet, just keep growing it and keep growing it until it gets to that stage, all right? So the key is just to practice, and you can get these, ponytail holders or little rubber bands or elastics on Amazon. They're all over the place, and you can have all sorts of fun with these things. It's that simple, all right? Now, lastly, if you're trying to grow your hair out and your hair is just a mess like this, you don't know what to do, you just kind of have to embrace it. Think of different ways to style it. So for example, a side part. If you're traditionally parting your hair down the middle and it's a big mess, what you can do is just part it down the side and then maybe bring this back a little bit, put some product in it, and just kind of change the shape of the whole style, and that's going to automatically create a whole new look for you. If you're used to parting it on one side, then part it on the other side. Just experiment. That's the reason I'm doing this video is because of the amount of people that like DM me and message me and ask me questions about like, how do I grow my hair? How do I get a certain look? I don't know, just grow it until it's at that stage, But the key is you have to really experiment with your hair. Slick it all back if you want. Like this, slick it all back, or embrace it. Embrace it. Do something completely different where the hair is a little more in the face and it's a little more kind of artistic and creative looking. Create more of like a beachy wave. So, I think that's pretty much it as far as my advice and hair tips for this video. All right, YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't forget to check out my show Head to Head, which airs every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.